We are up and running already. Al Ittihad have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played out to the left flank. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now that looks a decent ball. He slings it in. Defending of the desperate variety. Spread it left. Quick look, then plays it in. And that should get the job done. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
And it's Mahrez.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Camavinga. Always onto this. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Inter! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
The keeper gets his hands on it. Demiral kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Mahrez. Can he get onto this? He has found the way through. Might be dangerous. And the shot! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And that has left him in a heap. It's going to be another throw. Camavinga played into space. That has been cut short. Rice with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Gets into some space, and he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. They're taking a moment to consider their options. And he gets rid in a hurry. That's a good ball out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mahrez, who's set up one goal so far. Looking to play him in. And he lines up a cross. And the keeper beats it away. Oh, easy pickings there. Great ball, and he's in here. It's Neymar! It's bounced back off the post. Played out to the right. He's got away. The cross comes in. Mahrez. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
And that's the second half started. Mahrez. Now it's Mbappe. Marmoush. And the finish! Goal, Inter! And they get themselves in front! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And yes, it's him again. Inter Milan take the lead. Marmoush. Mahrez. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. In it comes. Driving forward. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Marmoush. Al-Ittihad appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Nicely spread. Neymar. Almost an hour gone.
For this match was 80,607.
That has been slung wide. Knocks it into space. And he's managed to get free. Guardiola tries to clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well read, nice interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Delivers with whip. That's a decent clearance. Camavinga. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's to Paul. And this is Marmoush. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. De Paul. Ryerson. And it's Neymar. That's been slipped through. No, that's been intercepted.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he was quick to react. De Paul. And he's picked it up out wide.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. Joao Felix. Demiral. Well, that has not gone well. It's a throw-in. Delivered with swing. That is good alertness. There will be a throw-in. I think we're just about done here. Now that's well seen too. Ambitious ball here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Mahrez. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's delightful. And that's aimed into the middle.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mbappe. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. He's gone forward. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Inter Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
England against Inter.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And here's Marmouche. Oh, what a... Mbappe! And he was quick to react. Short changes him with that pass. Aimed beyond the defence. And they're quick to get it. He's gone for goal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's a key interception. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. He's got away. Chance, surely! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Guardiola wins the duel this time. Hazard. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Ryerson. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Rice goes short. Crosses it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. England have the chance to go the other way. And it's Camavinga. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's straight offside. It's a throw-in. England trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And he's managed to get free. Semenyo. Now there's a fine, decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Drives it in. De Paul is in a really good position out wide. Casemiro.
Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Pass somewhat off target, and he cuts out the supply. Can he get onto this? Yamal's cross. He's gone for goal! De Paul. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was... And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Well, that has not gone well. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Asa! And again the keeper stands strong.
Hazard, really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Corner number 2 then. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's there to get it away. Out of play for a throw. Has a shot! Good hit, kept the keeper honest.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking to play him in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Courtois. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Inter ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
There's the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. He's onside. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. England have their second corner now. Semenyo! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yamal. Good ball over the top. It's a threatening ball. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Menu with the clearance. Crossed into the box.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
That's an imaginative pass. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's had it taken off him. Sending in numbers sharp and uncompromising. Neatly clipped into space. Yamal. That is good strength. Yamal's cross. No, that's not going to find its target. De Paul. And that is a little undercooked. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Menu puts his... He's tried one! Oh, the ball's run... Oh, what has happened here? They want to be quick to recover this. No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Marmouche. Alexander-Arnold. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Šeško. Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, good spread.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Header! And that's caused a worry or two. Knocks it into space. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely weighted ball. Hazard stood up well to him there. And he's cut it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Shot could be on.
Inter appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Number 30, Šeško. Coming on the field is number 11, Lukaku. Substitution.
Inter Milan making consecutive changes here. Just eases him off the ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Palmer, he's having a go. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's the delivery. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vardiol deals with that comfortably. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Semenyo!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for options for movement. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Darmian cuts it out. And time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away.
Van Nistelrooy! Van Nistelrooy! Goal after wonderful goal!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And this is Hazard. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Out to the right. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Marmouche. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Conte. DiMarco. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Chance! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Inter Milan are down to 10 men. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Rice. And the pass is intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Hazard, well read, and the danger is averted. Great chance! Kukçu. And it's DiMarco. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. DiMarco is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Kukçu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Syria with the corner, there first. They've played it short. And a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Syria couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Marmouche. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that has put paid to that. And he's forced to go back. DiMarco. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bullish header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rice. Nicely weighted ball. Kukçu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And it's DiMarco. Now he's got space here.
Syria are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And back to the keeper they go. Cafu. Kukçu. And he's managed to get free. And he's whipped it across. Kukçu. Mbappe. Oh, played right into his path. And the referee brings the first half to a close. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Chouameni. Cafu. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Kukçu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Crossed into the box. Searching pass he's played there. Engages and forces him off the ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Delivered in. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Mbappe!
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Costa Curta. Turns back here, probably the best option. Costa Curta. Looking for the run. DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank. Upamecano. Time and again they are repelled. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution.
Threads one in. Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Big chance! He has done it! Right back in the game! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
The pull goes on a run down the left wing. Now, can they get him away? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That has not gone well. Half an hour gone in the second half. Out towards the flank. And he shoots! And that would have won it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Pass somewhat off target. Inter Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Inter Milan are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Into the last 5 minutes. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. And he's in on... Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
DePaul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
DiMarco. That pass isn't the best.
Substitutions taking place.
Vardiol. And he decides to cross it. Conte opts for safety. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Serginho. Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's cut it out. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Climbs up big! Cruyff. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Mbappe. Well read, nice interception. So it is still 0-0. Alexander-Arnold. Goulet. Looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Cross in, looks like a good one. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rice. Passing is crisp and there's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's in a great position here. Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, important interception. Best, very much a man of this moment. Vinicius Junior receives it in a... Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mbappe! Goulet. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cruyff. He has found the way through. Great vision. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oblak gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Lahm. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. That ball looks a good one. Hullet. Lahm. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Knocks it into space. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. He's found a way through. Great chance! Goal! Inter! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Inter Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Mbappe is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Serginho. Cruyff. Now Mbappe. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Inter Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half. Inter Milan carrying a one-goal lead. And he was quick to react. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That's a throw. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well timed, excellent interception. But that has not gone well. Nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He came in hard, very hard. Tries a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. That has been cut short. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Great ball if he can get there. Brilliantly cut out. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's a little off target. Cruyff. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's worked it through. Oh, he's bustling through here. Just the keeper to beat. Vinicius Junior. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Roberto Carlos. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Now it's Mbappe. Pull it. He is through here. Shoots! Goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
65 minutes.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substitution.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 11, George Best. Coming on the field, number 21, Nedved. Number 13, Suarez.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's a dangerous ball. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's there to retrieve it. He's tried one! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, this is a great position.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Luis Suarez.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Beckenbauer. Nedved. It's a pretty loose pass. Inter Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution window. And the finish! Should have equalised.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So, time for changes
Franz
on both
Beckenbauer.
sides, actually.
Number 7, Johan Cruyff. Number 10.
Now, can they get him away?
Coming on the
Inter
field,
Milan are in a
number
tearing hurry to
23,
save themselves here.
Makelele.
Look, their path
Number
is set. They have to
22,
take risks in
Bellingham.
every situation
Number
now.
17.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, what a mistake! Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. Goulet. And this is Ronaldo.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Good chance here! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Bellingham gets into some space. Tries a shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And claimed it back swiftly.
Added minutes has been
That looks a
indicated.
decent ball. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! They've scored! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
The ball goes in. He can get that clear. It's Pele! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better
Hello,
in the weeks
and
ahead.
This is a quick reminder to let you know.
So
that
what do
you'll
you
be
take
able
away
to
from
catch
it all,
today's
Jim?
match brought-
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome to
feel like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to...
Header! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Engages and forces him off the ball. In with the challenge. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in.
He rises! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well timed, excellent interception. Yehi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he was quick to react. Goulet, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Chalobah. Madueke. Munoz. Serginho. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Sorlot. Threads one in. And he's in on goal! Tries a shot! Oh, what has happened here? Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. Marmouche. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's...
Oh, terrible pass. Mbappe! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Knocks it into space. Lerma. Wharton. Now it's Sorlot. Crystal Palace were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Defending of the desperate variety. That's a throw. And it's Van Aanholt. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Here comes the cross. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. And he welcomes it in. Big chance, must be! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Serginho. Ball driven towards the far post. It's out for a goal kick. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Munoz. Madueke. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Zaha. He's got away. Oh, that's neat. Crosses it in. Up he goes! Azar. Rice. He won't be happy with that one. It's a throw-in. That has not gone well. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Tries to pass it through. Tries to play it through. Madueke picks it up out wide. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now that looks a decent ball. Lacroix promptly onto that, and that is that. Marmouche, and Marmouche! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Guéhi, Lacroix, Guéhi, and it's Wharton for Lerma.
There will be 1 minute
And
at
it's
a
Van
time.
Aanholt. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. Mbappe, he's on it, can he get away? And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there, we've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness, so I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So off we go once more. So neither side has yet broken through. Foot in. And this is Marmouche. Wharton. Munoz. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That is good alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Aimed in towards the centre. Voila! Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Alexander-Arnold is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lacroix, and it's Van Aanholt. Looking for the run. Can he latch on to this? Out for a throw. And here's Sahar. Van Aanholt. Now it's Sorlot. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Sorlot clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. Deep cross. Climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Played into space. He has a look up. A header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Madueke sends it crossfield. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free. Zaha crosses. That's going to go a long way. And it's Van Aanholt. He has found the way through.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nicely weighted ball. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's worked it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's picked his way through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Wharton does well to get it back. Patrick Van Aanholt. Can he get it through? Lerma. And it's Wharton. Aimed beyond the defence. Munoz receives it in a terrific header. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
Substitution.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Jefferson Lam. Number 12.
Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Number 9,
Crystal Palace clearly now in lead preservation mode. Out to the right. Madueke has it out wide and in space. He's found the way through. Now the cross. Tchouaméni. He's having a go. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Sarr.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. He might be in here. Great chance. For Rice. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Still no way through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Have a chance today, please take some time
So
out
what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.